Thank you again. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to commemorate a milestone in Indiana's history, the bicentennial of our great state. You know, for the past 200 years, Indiana has stood as a beacon of opportunity for millions of Hoosiers who came to the state to make a better life for themselves and their families. Indiana's history stems from our earliest Native American inhabitants. In fact, the state's name literally means land of the Indians. Early settlers befriended Native Americans as they came from New York in the Northeast, Kentucky in the South, and Ohio in the Midwest. They settled across a geography as varied as Indiana's people, stretching from rolling hills in southern Brown County to flat and sandy in the north along the Indiana Dunes National Lake shore. These influences created a melting pot of influences that remain today. Over the past 200 years, Mr. Speaker, Indiana has been home to countless colorful and transformative figures like the Jackson Five, Larry Bird, John Cougar Mellencamp, Dan Quayle, Babyface, Mike Epps, and countless others. But more than any individual, Mr. Speaker, when folks think of Indiana, they think of racing, they think of basketball. In fact, the great Hoosier State is credited with the origin of high school basketball. Our college teams are some of the most consistently successful in the country, and the enthusiasm surrounding the sport is unmatched. In the town of Indianapolis, we're proud to have hosted the Indianapolis 500 for 100 eventful years. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway has long been the world's gold standard for racetracks, hosting some of the most historic races and prompting countless innovations. But what makes Indiana so special is not what most people think of first, Mr. Speaker. It's not a historical figure or notable accomplishment. What makes Indiana great is the type of people who live there. Hoosiers have truly built America. Students at our world-class universities have spawned creative businesses and have grown our economy across the country. Our workers have built millions of automobiles, created life-saving medicines, and advanced sports to new levels. Our farmers feed America, the entire world. You know, we joke about how friendly and welcoming Hoosiers are. Now, living in Indiana, you don't always recognize it, but coming here to Washington, D.C. has made me realize how real Hoosier hospitality is. Now, unlike a lot of D.C., I'm talking about Capitol Hill. I'm not talking about the rest of D.C. They're great people. Staffers are great here, too. But Hoosiers care about people. We want to make them feel welcome, and we want to help them when we can. The Hoosiers we see today who grew up in a state built by all of those before us are the reason that this bicentennial is so special. I can't imagine a better place to live, Mr. Speaker, and I'm proud to call Indiana home. I'm proud that I grew up there, and that my daughter will too. And representing this wonderful state in Congress continues to be a tremendous honor. So happy birthday, Indiana. May our next 200 years be as full of history, innovation, and achievement as our past 200. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.